Hey guys, Jared Wesley of Live Traders here, back for another awesome trade review. Guys, today I want to talk about how you can make $500 in less than 10 minutes, okay? It's not that $500 is a ton of money, okay? But when you can do it in 8 minutes, specifically 7 minutes and 44 seconds, I think that deserves mention. It's something we should talk about. And the best part is I'm going to show you how I made that $500, and I did it with extremely small risk. And one of the reasons, guys, I'm showing you some of these lower risk trades is because I'm getting a lot of emails from folks, okay? A lot of phone calls from people, etc., about, hey, Jared, I don't have a big account. I can't risk $1,000 or $2,000 like you. I can't make $5,000 or $10,000 in one day like I do, okay? That's what allows me to have Ferraris and fly in private jets, okay? So what I've decided to do over the next few weeks is do a series of these trade reviews, but do them with much smaller risk, as if you were gonna risk $50 on a trade or $100 on a trade, and yet show you how you can still make $500, even $1,000 in less than an hour a day. In today's case, 7 minutes and 44 seconds. So let's talk about this, guys. AAXN. As you guys know, I always start with the daily chart, all right? So on AAXN, we have a stock that gapped up. It consolidates around the $40 range right there, breaks above it, and then basically, guys, for the last, month or so, okay, AAXN has been stuck between about $41 and $45, okay? It is a beautiful daily 3-bar play, and then today, boom, gap up to $50, okay? So it's been resting, which means it's not extended, and now it's gapping up to $50. So guys, this stock has to be on your list. It has to be on your list. And remember, I developed that list around 9 a.m., 9:05 in the morning, guys. They're my 10 or 12 favorite ideas, and then I dwindle those down to my top 3 or 4 absolute favorite ideas, and that's what allows me to make money so quickly. Guys, I don't care who you are in the world. If you could only work for 35 minutes to an hour a day, wouldn't you be happy doing that? And being able to make in that hour a day what everybody else takes 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month to make? I'd say the answer to that's probably yes, right? Just think about that. Imagine you could work 40 hours a month, not 40 hours a week, and make the same or more, okay? So let's take a look at this AAXN, all right? So let me go down to a 5-minute chart, guys. And why I'm bringing up a 5-minute chart is I want you to take a look at the pre-market chart. See, this is something else nobody else talks about, guys. The other thing nobody else talks about is, oh, look at my account number. Oh, look at the trades I took down there. Oh, look at the P&L down there. Live trading. Everybody else is out there on simulator accounts bullshitting you guys, but you're following it. You're following it and you're thinking it's real. Just get over it, okay? So what do we have here, guys? AAXN at the $50 mark. So what I want you to notice is right here where I'm circling, okay? Right where my cursor is from here back. That's all pre-market and post-market, okay? So the market hasn't opened yet until 9:30. So I look at this and I go, wow, that's a beautiful consolidation at $50, okay? So I want to get in AAXN anytime it trades over 50. Unfortunately, it broke above 50 right before the market opened, okay? So it went up to 50.50. So I told the chat room, I said, guys, I really, really like AAXN early on off the open, okay? I told them that, all right? And you can see that over here, all right? I put in the entry almost as soon as the market opened, guys. Almost as soon as the market opened, I put my entry, my order in. The problem at that point is it was over 50.50. So what I did was, okay, and let me bring this down, take the pre-market off for a second. I took this on an aggressive 1-minute high, all right? So you can see right there, 50.99 by 49.96. So initially I went to share size for $1, and I thought, you know what? We can use a 50-cent stop. We can use 50.50. So I initially said, hey guys, share size for $1, and then I quickly changed it. It says, you know what? Share size for 50 cents. Guys, I only took 200 shares of this thing. 200 shares. That's $50. Why am I telling you all this? I'm telling it to you because I'm speaking to the traders out there that don't have huge accounts, that don't have $100, $200, $500,000 to trade. I'm talking to the guys that have basically less than $50,000, from $0 to $50,000. Guys, come on, $50 risk. I made $200 on this thing. You can see I made $197.61 200 shares times 50 cents, $100. Okay, so I'm sorry, my apologies. I made 2 to 1, not 4 to 1. My apologies. Right, $100 risk on this thing. That's nothing, guys. I'm used to taking 2,000 or 3,000 shares on a stock like this, and instead of making 200, I would have made $2,000 or $3,000 on this, and I would have done it in about 3 minutes. Okay, and we can take a look at that. Let's take a look. Let's go to orders. Okay, let's go to filled orders. Let's go all the way down. AAXN, guys, I was in at 9:31 and 9 seconds, okay? And I was out at 9:31 and 58 seconds for half. And then I was out at 9:33 and 48 seconds for the other half. So do the math on that. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I was in this trade for 2 minutes and 39 seconds with $200. Now remember, if you want to make more than 200, say you want to make 2,000, well, buy 2,000 shares instead of 200 shares. Okay, but I'm getting my 2 to 1. That's what I always shoot for. So you could have added to this position over $52 and raised your stop to $51.50, right? Wide bar, narrow bar, blast off, and this thing eventually went up $55. I mean, this thing is at right now, it's even above that area. Okay, so you could have made $4 on this thing. Imagine if you had 1,000 shares. You could have made $4,000 on this. Many of you guys out there listening aren't even making $4,000 a month at your regular job. All right, I'm showing you how you make $400 or $500 in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's my trade on AAXN. Now let's take another trade, guys, on TRIP. So let's go to the daily chart. All right. Again, TRIP was a little bit more challenging today. Why? Because it was gapping up about 17%. I'm not a big fan of huge gap ups. Anything over 10 or 15%, I don't really like unless it's under a $10 stock. If it's under $10, I don't care if it's up 30%. But if it's over $10 or $20, the percentage matters. So this thing gapped up right to the $46 area. The problem is there's a pivot over here, and there's a weekly double top over there. So we had to be very careful about that area. That area is $47, okay? So when I went to take this, okay, we took this thing on a 1-2 minute chart, guys. You can see right over here, it stalled in that area, and notice it's really struggled to get above this area. So we go down to a 1 minute chart, and you can see here this beautiful pattern, right? The stock opens, TRIP opens up, it immediately puts a red bar in, then it puts a wide range green bar in, and then another consolidation bar. All this is happening at 46.04. So if you take a look at my post, guys, I say, guys, let's trade TRIP at 46.04 and let's use 45.30 as the stop, okay? Well, that's exactly what we did. The problem is TRIP came all the way up about $1, and then that bottoming tail right there tagged me at break even. Guys, you want to know why it tagged me at break even? Well, remember, I'm trying to get 2 to 1 out of my trades, okay? Just 2 to 1, that's it. So when a stock pops up more than 1 to 1, all right, when it pops up more, so I was risking about 60 or 70 cents on this. This thing went 90 cents. So that's more than 1 to 1. I immediately raise my stop loss to even. Now I'm protected. Okay, now even if the stock pulls back against me, I'm protected. Okay, so I'm not going to get hurt on this, and that's exactly what happened. You can see TRIP. I was in at 46.02 and I got out at 46.18 when it came all the way back against me. Now, ultimately, did it go higher and work? It did. But guys, one of the things I'm trying to impart in all you guys out there, okay, other than being a real trader, not a bullshit trader like everybody else out there, is the fact that you have to follow your rules. If you don't have rules and you don't follow them, you're never going to be a great trader, okay? Guys, I liken trading to this. Trading is like being the house in Vegas. Not being the customer, it's like being the house in Vegas, okay? Why does the house always win? Because Vegas, being the house, you have a positive expectancy, right? A positive expectancy means that over a certain number of hands, you're going to win. You might lose to one player in blackjack over the course of 10 hands, 20 hands, 30 hands. But over the course of 300 hands of blackjack, 3,000 hands of blackjack, your positive expectancy makes money. You need the same exact approach in trading. So you'll notice I always shoot for 2 to 1 on my trades. And when my trades go 1 to 1, I raise my stop to even. I can't lose on it after that. That's my edge. That's my positive expectancy. Okay, that's how I make $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 a day sometimes, $3,000 a day sometimes, okay? So that's what you need to understand. To be a great trader, you need to be consistent. You need to follow your rules. Being a great trader is like being the house in Vegas. Guess what? Every once in a while, a customer comes in, takes your money. Every once in a while, the market stops us out on something and we lose. But big picture, over 100 trades, 200 trades, 300 trades, we win, just like the house in Vegas. You have to look at it that way, guys, because that's what trading is. So Trip came back and stopped me at even, a little bit above. I made 16 cents on it, not a big deal, okay? So now I move on to WB, guys. Again, guys, look at this daily chart. Oh my gosh, right? So you're gapping under a wide range green bar right here and under another wide range green bar. So we really had room to this pivot right there at 112.42. So we're gapping under green bars. Guys, why do I like that? It's shock value. A lot of people bought this stock yesterday and Monday, right? The last 2 days in a row, everybody's buying WB. So I want you to think for a second. Try to imagine, okay? Try to imagine yesterday at, let's take the middle of the range. Let's call it 125. Let's say yesterday you bought 1,000 shares of WB at 125. Okay, $125, you bought 1,000 shares. Today you woke up and the stock opens at 117. You're down $8 grand. How you feeling this morning? Not so good, right? You're feeling like shit. That's shock value. So what are you trying to do? Probably try to get out of it, right? A lot of people just, screw it, let's just walk away. What's that do? Push the stock down, okay? So this stock gaps down. That shock value is what you're after, okay? We just screwed 2 days worth of buyers, of long people. They want to get out of their position. Why? Because they're losing now. They're no longer in the money. They're out of the money now. So I'm looking for an opportunity on this stock. I realize it has room down to about 112, okay? So let's find an opportunity on this, okay? Let's go to our 1 minute chart. Why? Because I love trading a 1 minute chart and a 2 minute chart, guys, all right? And you'll notice right here in this little consolidation, 115, 115, 115. I'll draw the line right there, 115. I called this for the chat room, as you can see right over here. Called it for the chat room right there, okay? 115 by 116, guys, okay? Then we immediately lowered our stop to 115.50. So again, I'm risking like $100, $90. Guys, it dropped down to 111.50. What did I tell you? My initial target thought process was 112, right? That's 3 to 1, okay? Ultimately, this thing did go to 111.50. I got out, if you can see the average, 113.93. Why? It was 2 to 1. It was over 2 to 1, actually. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3 minutes. I was in this trade for 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes, all right? So I made all this money today, all right? $448.56 in 7 minutes and 44 seconds. Let me repeat that. 7 minutes and 44 seconds, okay? On 3 good trades, a little fun trade on Walmart later. I was going over level 2 with some folks in the room. As you can see, the trade on Trip here, $30, which was basically break even. The trade on WB here made $188.98. Okay, it was about 2 to 1. I told you about a $90 risk on that. And then again, Walmart was just fun. It was $50. We were going over some charts with the folks in the room, and somebody said, check out Walmart. And I said, you know what, let's look at Walmart level 2 and let's talk about this. So I put 100 shares into it just to show them how to trade the stock, okay? So guys, $448, all right? $448, 7-8 minutes. Where else can you get that? You can't, okay? And the other thing is, it's real, guys. It's not some bullshit. Oh, look at my $1,000 account. I turned it into $2 million. I just read something the other day. I saw a guy say, you ready for this one? I lost $500,000 in my trading account. And once I got down to 50,000, I got really serious about trading. And then once I got down to 50,000, I turned 50,000 into $5 million in only 15 months. Get the fuck out of here. Just stop that horseshit, guys. I'm here to teach you how to trade for real. If you want to learn from somebody who has good things in life from trading, through trading, I took my early trading success 12, 13 years ago, parlayed it into tens of millions of dollars of real estate, and you can see what I'm teaching was real. It's legitimate. You can see my fills. You can see the orders, right? You can see the open orders, none. You can see all orders, canceled orders. You can see them all, guys. Nobody else is showing you that. Why? Because they can't. Because they can't, okay, guys? And that's just the fact of the matter, because they can't. That's why they're not showing it, okay? So again, this week, last week, next week, I'm doing small risk to prove a point to you guys, and you'll see the difference. I'll come back and you'll see some $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 trades in a couple weeks, but I want to focus on the new folks. over the next couple weeks, I want to focus on the new people, guys. You guys have to understand, you don't need a lot of money to make money, but what you do need is to be disciplined, you need to be patient, and you need to have a plan. Guys, remember, the house in Vegas always wins because they have rules, and those rules are not allowed to be broken. You break the rules, you get fired. Well, in trading, who's going to fire you? That's the problem. You want to know why a lot of people fail? Because nobody fires them, right? Ask yourself this. If you worked for a boss, worked for a company, and you traded and didn't follow your rules, would your boss keep you or would your boss fire you? If your boss would fire you, then you should fire yourself or get somebody to force you to follow your rules, guys. Trading is all about following your rules, guys. Most traders do not follow rules. That's why this industry has such a bad reputation. And most of these charlatans out there on the internet, guys, they're full of effing shit, okay? All of them, 99% of them, okay? If it sounds too good to be true, it is, okay? So, Jared Wesley here, Live Traders. I hope you guys appreciated that trade review. I also want to throw out there, guys, I am teaching professional trading strategies live, guys. See this right here? This is what is professional trading strategies, guys. This book, okay, it's 500 pages. 500 pages, guys, okay? And that course I'm teaching live June 2nd and June 3rd, live online. I haven't taught this course in 3 years, guys. I very rarely teach it anymore, okay? I'm just too busy with life. I got a wife, I have kids, I have 4 businesses that I run, okay? My real estate keeps me busy. I'm gonna be in San Luis Obispo in a couple weeks, then I'm gonna be in Houston, Texas a week after that, and then I'm gonna be in Japan for 2 weeks, then I'm coming back to go to Boston for business, then I'm going to Canada. Guys, my next 2.5 months are chock full, busy, crazy busy. That's why this course is important, because I don't get a chance to teach it to you guys that often. June 2nd and June 3rd, guys, PTS Live, all right? Check out the website for pricing. Email us at info, I-N-F-O, at Live Traders if you have any questions about the course. It's the best course out there. Why? Because it's taught by a real profitable money-making trader who's willing to show you his account number and his actual fills on trades. Unlike anybody else out there, nobody does that. So, hope you enjoyed this review of AAXN, TRIP, and WB, how you can make $400 or $500, guys, in 7 or 8 minutes. You can do it too, and you don't need a lot of money to do it. You just need to be patient, disciplined, and consistent. Have a good one, guys. Jared Wesley, Live Traders. Take care.